What's good, Critic Gang? We're back with another reaction for you. This one's gonna be a little bit different. Like I said, most of my reactions we're gonna be jumping into are gonna be more along the lines of music. Harry Mack to number one example. He's gonna be my number one reaction. But Eminem, any new music that just gets dropped that inbox me if you want me to break down the bars. Line by line. Just send me any messages, comments, what you would like me to react to. Today, this one is a little different, and before I get into it, shout out Bills Mafia. We're about to play the Patriots in a few minutes, so I'm trying to get this video done so I could hop up on there and watch my Buffalo Bills do their thing and take the number one seed in the AFC. But besides that, to believe what I believe. So, Logan Paul, as I'm sure everyone knows because he's a huge name on YouTube, million subscribers, multi-millionaire. He's been doing it since he was a kid. Started off on Vine, right? Millions of dollars. I don't know if any of you follow Logan Paul's story like that, but if you haven't, a long time ago he went to Japan suicide forest and he actually filmed a dead body hanging from a tree. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on YouTube. Whatever. He filmed someone that was deceased, right? And he lost all his sponsors. He lost everything. He was down and out. I never liked Logan Paul. I never thought any of his content was funny. Him nor his brother, who, shout out to Jake. I did not appreciate you boxing when you started to do it. The first fight against Nate Robinson, and wasn't a fan. But shout out Jake. Your skills have vastly improved, bro, and I cannot wait to see where you go with it. Your maturity grew as mine grew too, and I grew to respect you. As what I'm getting into with Logan, I've grown to respect this man. Not only did he lose all his sponsors and millions of dollars, he didn't let that stop him. He got right back up. And I think he has a contract with the WWE. His podcast Impulsive is over 4 million subs. Which, real quick, if you hit that subscribe button right down there for me, ding ding, please. That just helps the algorithm. I'm in my ghetto setup right here, but one day I would like to be in this setting like this. If my reaction, my knowledge can help, just for my first two reaction videos, the messages I got, just positive feedback compared to some of my own friends tell me, bro, you're going to waste your time. What are you going to try? What, you think you're going to be a YouTube star? And I don't think I'm going to be a YouTube star, no, but my few videos that I have posted caught hundreds of views, and I've got messages from even a few people just saying, great job, that was awesome, keep doing it, keep trying, don't quit, because if you quit, you never know if I can have a setup like that one day, you know what I mean, minus my ghetto little setup here right now, but I hope you are just more focused on the reactions to that. But let me get into the story real quick before I play this certain clip of this video that I want. There's two clips that I want you to see. It's far into the video. If you want to go back and watch it on your own and get the full story, you obviously do so. But about a year and a half ago, Logan wanted to start his own project, which he called a game, and it's called Crypto Zoo. Where, long story short, you buy a crypto coin, and with that coin you can buy eggs, and then those eggs hatch into animals, and then you could crossbreed animals, and the more rare species or rare kind of animals that you could breed with could be sold to either buy more coins or buy more eggs to get more exotic animals, to breed them, to crossbreed them, hybrid them. And the more rare your animal or whatever gets, the higher value it goes. And then you're supposed to be able to sell that and actually get money back. Well, there's this channel, this man called, his channel I believe is CoffeeZilla. And if you want the real breakdown on how he believes this was a pyramid scam, whatever you want to call it, he really breaks it down. I definitely recommend checking that out. As, the Logan Paul biggest scam ever, where there is a bunch of people that lost a ton of money in this game, or app, whatever you want to call it, because I guess the eggs weren't hatching, they weren't breeding right, they couldn't cash them in and actually take the money. but the developers and the engineers on it were pocketing millions, so it didn't make sense. So this CoffeeZilla man started to investigate and gone down a rabbit hole basically of the main engineer on the project said he went to MIT and did this for the Yankees and these billionaires, and Logan said he was duped. You know, his team was supposed to vet this guy and everything. Needless to say, this dude was a scumbag, stole the game code. The game's not working. A lot of people are very angry. They lost all their money. They want their money back. And they're calling it the biggest scam, ever. Logan's all fake. Logan's a scam artist. So when I seen it, I thought, like, I don't know, is this clickbait or is this true? Because Logan has millions of dollars. I don't think he'd have to start like a pyramid scheme to, make extra money. Oh, let me just lost our video here. Let's go back to it real quick. I don't believe he would have to do that. So I started looking into it. Now, mind you, like I said, I was never a fan of Logan, right? But then Logan reacted to CoffeeZilla's allegations. And in this video, as you can see off our him already, he explains, what really happened and that he didn't scam people and blah, 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 blah. But my respect for him started before that. When he started his new podcast, between his older videos, you could tell he's grown up, he's matured. He even started boxing. I mean, who gets in the gets in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, their second fight of their career? So that gave me some respect, even though at first I was iffy, thinking it was rigged and it was just for the money. That I could see. This game, this crypto, I'm not a fan of the crypto, any of that. But my point of this video is to show I do no longer think that Logan is a POS. I gained respect for him. He is a businessman. He's a visionary. He's a creator. He's a contenter. He's an influencer. I have to respect what he does because he built his platform up to over millions. And he does push out good content. This clip here alone, again, if you follow Logan, you would know him and one of his co-hosts had a falling out a couple weeks ago about religion, and Logan kind of mocked George's religion, and he got up and walked off stage. So a lot of this video is them apologizing to each other and then getting into the crypto zoo, how the whole internet is viewing Logan as a piece of shit right now, right? And when you're down and out, who has your back? They say family, friends. I'll use the term friends lightly. Your best friends, right? The people that will be there for you. The fact that you can get into a fight with your best friend and then hours later you're hugging it out back to normal. If you and your best friend are having a fight, you can sit down and talk about it, get it over with, go back to normal. That's how life should be with friends and family, close friends and family. And with this project and everyone calling Logan a scammer, this video hit me and it made me respect Logan even more to show I do not think it was a scam. I really do believe he loves his fans. And this was a heartfelt conversation I just feel a lot of people need to hear, even if you're not a Logan Paul follower, just to show you never know what the next man is going through, right? And anything can happen like that, as in the Damar Hamlin situation. Biggest game of his life, and next thing you know, there's CPR being done on him. So, thank God that he pulled through. If you have a friend or a relative that you aren't, you're in a fight, right? Because this happened to me. One of my best friends passed away. And the last time I had seen him, we had gotten into a literal fist fight before he passed. And I never got to make amends with him before he passed. So if you have anything like that, it's not worth it. This life is too short. Do good with the ones who are around you that love you. And when that happens, it will weed out all the fakes and it will show you the real ones. And what this video clip showed me is that Logan is a caring person. He's a hard worker. He reflects on his mistakes. He learns from them. And the last one is how the universe works. And you'll know what I mean by that when you see what Logan mentions. Let me play this for you. I'll stop it a couple of times and try to show, what I mean by this. So this first couple minutes of it is him still kind of just apologizing to George. But then it goes into showing you how this universe works and why you should take it day by day because you never know when it's going to be your last.
And as you know, is in a God, like a higher power, universal energy, creator, whatever you want to call it. And while the God that I believe in might not be the same as yours or Mike's or anyone in this room, the point is we all believe something. And no matter how much conviction as individuals we have that our truth is the truth, at the end of the day, nobody knows. However, my angst towards the parts of organized religion that I don't agree with was directed solely at you. And that was not fair.
And that's the episode.
But
that's the episode I'm talking about where George got up and walked out because Logan was basically mocking the fact that George is a very religious man. And he believes that, praying in God and Jesus will help you lead the way, through your life. And Logan kind of mocked it. So George got up and walked away. And this is Logan apologizing because these guys have been best friends since they were kids. So let's continue.
If your character and your belief system is rooted in positivity and it gives you purpose in this incredibly confusing and difficult world, it deserves respect. And I know how loving you are, and I respect you, and I'm sorry, bro, I fucking love you.
No, I love you too. And apology 100,000% accepted.
I was going to ask for a hug. But that's
Here's I'll end it with this. Whether your God to be true or whether my God to be true, a greater power gave us free will. So I'm never going to strip it from you. Speak your heart, speak your mind. Same with me. And that's all I fight for. Is because you have takeaways that I could grow from, and I have takeaways you could grow from. And if we could just do the journey together instead of...
That comment right there also very true. Just because someone has a different belief in you or a different truth, as in this crazy world that's going on right now with, not to get political, but Democrats and Republicans. Either you're far left, you're far right. Why is there no in between? It's either you're this, you're that, or battling. And instead of battling, why can't we come together, do it all together, make make this world a better place for everybody.
Bumping heads and just really respect each other as now we see and now we're capable of doing, the journey becomes beautiful. Same journey.
Conversation.
And just now there's no animosity or like weirdness. Like regardless, and I feel bad for saying this, regardless of the situation that happened, it's made our relationship in my eyes a lot stronger.
That's what it always does.
It always will.
It always will. And that's why, again, like, I think a lot of people maybe shy away from those conversations with their friends or even are afraid to check their friends like you guys do often to me. And
that's another thing. If you're a good friend and you see a friend going down a bad path or making bad decisions, if you truly do care about that person, you won't sit back and watch and let that happen. Check him. Even if he's wrong, if you think you're wrong, sit down and have this conversation because you never know what that could lead to.
Especially on that episode. I'm not. And I value my circle and my friendships that I have number one in my life. It's the most important thing to me. I'm blessed with the people I have around me. I made a 2022 year in review video that I didn't post. Fuck. It was called 2022 was the best year of my life.
You gotta stop making these fucking videos, bro.
No, because it really was. It really was. 2022 was the best year of my life. It didn't necessarily end the way I wanted it to, but I'll sleep in that bed and I'm going to release it. But I even say in it, my circle is like one of the things I'm most thankful for in my life, and it has yielded an amazing life for me, and I'm so grateful for you guys, and I will always have the tough conversations with you, as you know, because I know the type of mending and growing they can do for two people who love each other. And I would encourage any person to have those tough conversations with their friend. We had one today, bro. We had a fast conversation today. we did it. And we got through it. And guess what?
Right. When I had it delivered.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes. As long as it's always done with respect. I mean, even like as far as the statement on we're all in agreement that we've been put here by a higher power, which obviously I agree with, and I'm in the same boat as you. But there's even a whole shitload of people out there that believe otherwise from that don't believe in any kind of higher power. And as long as you have a conversation with those people with respect and with love, then that belief set is even okay. No one's trying to force anything down each other's throats. We're all just trying to coincide and coexist
believe
together
what you believe in,
and be cool and
whatever
and
helps
share
you
love
make
with
it
each
to
other,
the
share
next
this
day.
plan.
My fire comes from when I feel intolerance being perpetuated.
And I get that. I understand that. And I think that if you had done a better job calling it out in a manner that wasn't disrespectful to George, or by the way, even in a more important manner, lumping everybody together into that same acceptance or promotion of intolerance, then that would have been accepted. I mean, look at it, for example, like you've got comedians out there, not to bring a lighthearted part into it, but not lighthearted, but a joking manner, that talk shit about Catholic priests and their issues with schoolboys. And they make jokes about that all the time. But because they're done in a certain delivery and as a joke by a comedian and not hurting someone specifically, they fly all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you can say a lot of shit. It's not about what you say. It's about how you say it. It's about how you deliver your fucking content. And so calling out intolerance is completely acceptable. There's nothing wrong with finding something, picking it apart as it exists, but you just can't blanket statement. You can't lump people in together.
And I agree with that altogether too. Everyone's different. Everyone has their own story. You can't blanket everyone under this one umbrella because you never know what someone is going through. Now this is the part that I wanted to get to, because Logan is a multi-millionaire, could do whatever he wants in life, right? But he still sits down on his couch every day, pumps out a podcast video for us viewers, us entertainers, us ones that want to become influencers ourselves. I'm in this ghetto setup right now, but guess what? If I believe in myself and I keep driving, and the few comments and messages I got just over a few videos, that's it. Forget all the other thing. If you're just doing what you're doing and practice, one day I could have this set up, and that's what I'm striving for. No matter all the naysayers, the doubters, the people that don't believe in me, the ones that do are the ones that matter. And this part right here gets a little emotional, but this is the part that showed me Logan has a heart and he really does care for his fans and his viewers. And whatever you want to say about him trying to scam people with the crypto zoo, we've all been scammed at least once in our life, and we all know that to be true. But to see how it did affect this man shows he does have a heart. He's matured. He's a grown man now. He's not that young kid doing these stupid videos in Japan suicide forest. And another point, again, like I said, you never know what the next man is going through or how I live my days now. Like Mike on this show, I've had my ups and downs. I was addicted to drugs a long time ago. I had to build my life back up, start over from zero, homeless. And I'm already at the next step. Now I'm making content for YouTube. I'm not addicted to drugs. I'm not homeless. I graduated college with a 4.0 GPA. I had an RIT scholarship. I had everything that I flushed down the toilet, but it's never too late. And like Logan, he got knocked down, got right back up. Right now he's going through a very hard time. And I live my life every day. I try to do one random act of good kindness. I know that sounds cliche, it sounds cheesy, but it's what I do because I believe in karma full circle. So, one random act of kindness a day can change a person's life. One statement a day can change a person's life. I had a comment on one of the videos I made where I was feeling very discouraged and not thinking my YouTube would blow up like I wanted it to be. I'm not technologically there yet, but I'm working on it. And he just said, "Don't stop. Your my smile, my everything can be contagious. It's how you display it, how you do it, how you manage it. That is how you're gonna grow. And being vulnerable and wanting and accepting the fact that you want to learn more is only gonna help you grow." And watching Logan I got emotional when I first seen this just because I understand when you feel like you have nothing and there's no one there, and then the universe just sends a sign. And pay attention to those signs, those gut instincts, those gut feelings. They're usually right on. But let me play this part and you'll understand more what I'm talking about.
Bookend this with
What a funny picture.
No, I got a letter from a passenger on a plane. Went kind of in the midst of all this. Granted, as a fault of my own, but this was something I really appreciated at this time of my life, and like really appreciated it. I
From a random stranger.
At the time. I think we're on a flight back from Denmark to the States, I think. And this kid sitting next to me handed me this note, and I had no idea what it was going to be. I think I was in such a negative headspace that time. I was positive it was going to be talking shit.
When you think the whole world hates you, the whole world's
fucking
against
balls
you.
on that kid if he did. Just imagine playing that land and he goes, "Hey, read this, dickhead," and he just sits back, buckles up.
It's like Dear Logan, aka Agent of the Matrix. He owns you. You are an L plus ratio. Love little Johnny from 7C.
That's what I thought.
It does get emotional.
And so this kid handed me this note, and I read it. I posted this on Twitter. Dear Logan, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sure you'd just like to have a normal and relaxing flight. I'd just like to say, your videos helped me through a rough patch in my life, and I will always be grateful. You made me laugh when I needed it, and although I don't know you personally at all, it was always clear to me that you have a kind heart and you are a good person. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me to say. While I have you here, I'd also like to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday Season, and in general wish you a happy and fulfilling life. You are a very beautiful person, and I really hope you know that. Love, Lane Schlegel. P.S. I also recommend you check out the book, The Pocket Hemocodron, it looks like. It helps me more than words can describe, and I hope it can be of use to you. Dude, I started crying in my seat, which, as you know, is uncommon for me.
Because you're a robot.
Some say, one tear from each eye. I tracked it.
You bottled it up. It was currently for sale.
And what was your headspace at? Like, did you see the kid afterwards? Did you like?
Yeah, absolutely. I read this note and my heart was so full of warmth. I guess tears were the only way I knew how to handle it, and I immediately went to just gratitude. And I spoke with him afterwards, and I was like, dude, I know you don't know me, but I really needed to hear this right now. I really needed to hear this right now.
Which we
you
all
don't
need
understand
sometimes.
how much this means to me. And he's like, yeah, man. I just felt something was telling me to write that to you. And we got in a conversation studying anthropology at a university, and I told him that it was just insane how the reciprocation of energy that had taken place with me at a point in his life.
You being there for him and him being there for you.
Yeah, at one point I was a light for him. And then when I needed it, he was a light for me. Get these fucking cameras on.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Think we're shooting a podcast?
Who is this kid? He's becoming a human.
It was crazy how the universe works, man. And I told him that don't fucking delete that.
I just needed proof. I needed to show people that you're capable of.
And I just couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more grateful. It's just crazy. I saw it unfold in real time, man. No one's ever written me a note that nice.
My favorite part of it was this kid has.
So that's the more emotional part of it, and then they just get back to talking whatever. But that showed that little part right there showed me a whole different side to Logan that I never seen. Like I said, I didn't like him. I didn't respect him. I thought he was clickbait basically. But over the years watching, I've been on YouTube for years watching all these upcoming influencers grow to massive platforms. Like, I can name so many that I started watching off the top of my head. 1090 Jake, I don't know if anyone follows his channel, EOS. I literally started watching him when he had 1 subscriber. 1, 2 maybe, actually. I might have been the second. Now he's almost at 1 million. And Logan's had millions of followers forever. For a random person to write a random little note and give it to somebody who has an immense following, millions of followers. A one small little note from a random person did that to him, affected him that deeply, brought him to tears. And like the Buffalo Bills, the Damar Hamlin situation, watching the Bills players and the Bengals players lock arms together, crying together, everyone coming together to support them, the country, every football team, every player, they cancel the game, crying. Why does it take a tragedy for us to come together like that? Why can't we just be like that all the time? You feel me? And I applaud Logan. I know you'll never see this because I'm nowhere near you. I don't want to say I'm sure I'll never be near your status because I'm never going to stop grinding to hopefully get there one day. But I will do what you do, and I will try to touch people's hearts. Because at the end of the day, the life I used to live is no longer me. I have children now. And my favorite thing in the world is to get home from work or they get out of school and they run up to me with them huge smiles. Daddy, you're the best daddy in the world. I love you. Even if I'm even having a horrible day where I can come home and just put my face in my pillow and cry. But I put a smile on next to everyone else. No one knows what I'm really going through. And my daughter can walk in, just give me a hug. I love you, Daddy. And just walk out the room. She just changed my whole day. And that's what strangers could do for each other. We may not realize it, but we can. You just be kind, be courteous, be polite, be a good person, have a big heart. Love thy neighbor. I'm not religious to a point. Like they had, if you go back and watch this whole thing, believing in God, praying, whatnot. My daughter prays every night. And I love, if that's what she wants to do, go ahead, baby, I will pray with you. Because that makes her feel full. Whatever makes you feel full in your life, keep that captive and hold that deeply. Because that will drive you to continue to succeed or be whatever you want to be in life. Right now I work every day. My job is a physically demanding, hard job. Taking care of kids, it's exhausting. But what I love doing is getting in front of this camera. Whether when I was writing my songs or joking around or just talking. Even one comment, one message with a smile or a happy face. Like, bro, that made my day. Or that can change my whole day. So any little thing like that can change the person next to you. You never know what the next person is going through. So never judge anybody like I had judged Logan for such a long time. And his brother Jake. I won't that too because I've grown great respect for Jake. I do think he should fight some more age-appropriate level opponents. But that's besides the point. I'm just joshing with you there. I'm joking with you there. But the point I'm trying to get is multi-millionaire, superly famous, random kid on an airplane gave him a note that changed his life. Well, not changed his life, but made his day, brought him to tears. Someone who's been through everything. So those one simple random act of kindness a day can change someone's week, can change their outlook on life. I've watched videos, breaking down. I was never into spirituality and like your third eye awakening. But once I started, I went down a rabbit hole because you never really know what can put you on that path to succeed. When your brain's all twisted and foggy and there's a fork and you don't know which way to go, there will always be guidance. And the people that love you and support you will support whatever road you take if you think that's the one that's going to lead you. And if you fail, like Logan did in the past, get back up, take the other road. Do not stop until you succeed. Do not stop until you fulfill your dreams. Keep grinding. And if I do one day make it big on YouTube and I have a platform, I would like to reload this video and show everyone, look, I didn't stop grinding. At one point I was homeless and now look where I am. And a lot of my bumps along the journey, I had people there to help me through it. Which if I didn't have those specific people, I may not be here right now even making this video on my ghetto setup. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is just, you never know what truly is in the next person's mind, heart, religion, their opinion. Respect it, hear them out. And even if you don't agree with it, you can still react with love. There's no reason for everyone to fight and bash heads because your opinions may differ or your views may differ. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all have emotions. We all have broken down and cried like that. Rather it be by yourself. If you think you're too macho to cry in front of other people, which for the longest time, I used to be an MMA fighter, boxer, wrestler, macho man. My third eye, I went on a spiritual journey. Now I'm not afraid to have these conversations with my friends and my family. I will break down crying in front of my friends. And you know what? You would think, oh, stop being a baby, stop crying. No, empathy is what kicked in. Because when you're vulnerable and your real heart shows, those are your real colors. And any real person will recognize that and reciprocate the same energy. And that's what I just want all of us to do, is reciprocate that positive love. And we really could change the crazy direction that this world is going in right now. But I just wanted to make this video just to kind of give you an outline that Logan is going through a huge, what they're calling, scam. He's down on his luck, but yet he's still a multi-millionaire. But the fact that his fans think that he scammed them and that he was letting them down, as you could see, brought him to tears. That wasn't acting. You can tell acting from an actual emotional response. So, just, I know that was kind of long and all over the place, but I hope you got the gist of this video I was trying to make. And if anyone's going through something and you feel as if you have nobody, message me, email me, comment to me, saying, bro, I need help, something. And whether I only have my 50 subscribers or what I have now, which had that subscribe button, or if I had 50 million, I promise you I would respond back. Because I will be there for someone that needs to be heard or just needs to get it off their chest. Because if not for that one day I don't message back, that day could be too much for them, and that could be their last day. So just think about that every day when you come across people. You never know what they're going through. Just show love and positive energy, and I promise you it will be reciprocated. And karma comes full circle, and we can all live these happy lives, aspiring to achieve our dreams together, not bumping heads with each other, but take this path together and help each other, because we're, at the end of the day, we're all in this game of life together. So, like I said, I know I was kind of all over the place, but I hope you got the gist of the meaning I was trying to bring to this video, and the fact that it went from someone who I cared nothing about, I did not like, to respecting and seeing that you just never know. So just love everyone. Keep a smile on your face like that. Every video I open up, I love to smile. You know why? Because smiles are contagious. Positive energy is contagious. Love is contagious. So just keep it going. Keep it smiling. Do one random act of kindness a day. And see if your days go by better. See if your weeks go by better. See if you notice the little nuances that the universe will send you because of the good things you're doing. And that's just the message I wanted to get out in this video. My next videos will get into the reactions and whatnot, but I just really felt this one in my heart, and I wanted to bring it to you so you can also know a part of who I am. So I appreciate you for anyone that's watching. If this could even touch one person, like I said, even one, that makes my day as well. So just take everything that I just said, and try to incorporate it into your life. If not for me, for yourself, and just see what it does for you. Other than that, this is Critty Reacts, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a blessed day, guys. Go Bills. I'm about to go spank those Patriots. No offense to the Patriots fans, but let's go watch a game.